Hello all and welcome to my review for Transformers 1 Prime Changer class Sentinel Prime. Now I want to make a review because I I fell in love with this toy. I think it's a wonderful Transformers toy. Reminds me of a lot of toys I grew up with. I'll bring one out example. For example, like you got here, Jawbreaker from the Beast Wars line. What I like about him is that the pieces for the alt mode are all there. There's nothing like they're if you call it alt mode kibble, the robot is made up of alt mode kibble, and reverse is true too. The alt mode is the robot too. It's reorienting the pieces to make it from one mode to the next, which I know sounds obvious, but we live in an era where we end up with a lot of toys like this, won't we? Where the piece that you see in robot mode that look like the alt mode are not what end up being the alt mode. So you end up having, the same part twice. For example, the chest here has the headlights, but the headlights are also here. And thus it makes for a more cumbersome design. See, look how, how big that backpack is compared to him who has no backpack. He's just a very sleek toy. I mean, it's the perfect kind of Transformer toy. Like they built him from the ground up, which I know is not the case because obviously he was designed. We know what the design was for the movie. Although apparently the alt mode, I'm not sure what exactly it looks like. Like you see on the box here, you've got like a Seeker type jet, and that's not what his alt mode is here. And apparently in the movie we don't really see an alt mode either. But to me that's just fun. It means that they just built something around it. So he almost is kind of like back in the day where you have a mix of a model known for the robot mode, but also like toy first, at least in terms of the alt mode. So I like him a lot. Oh yeah, and I brought these out too just so I could show you a few things. I could show you the size. So while he did feel small coming out of the box, he ends up just being like standard deluxe. Not too big, not too small. If you want to see, like, for example, a tall deluxe, we'd have like Ironhide here from Siege. That was a tall deluxe, right? Like almost Voyager. I'm almost wondering if the Kingdom Primal is like as big as this, right? Anyways, I'll take him out. So yeah, he's not that tall, but he's not short either. He's just normal, which does work against him if you do want to use him as like in the film, because apparently, well, we can all assume Sentinel Prime is taller than a Bumblebee, even though in this line they'll be like the same size. I also wanted to bring this bone because I want to show you that while he's not considered a deluxe class toy, he has as much articulation as this, we'll say, higher end collector toy. I don't know if that's what everybody believes this toy to be, but there are some fans that do consider this 2-year series to be like a more collector-oriented line, and they have the exact same articulation points. So, like lack of rear swivel, and here he does have ankle tilt, which is what this toy has too, in a much more cumbersome way. But yeah, so I'll get him out now. So let's show you that the articulation is comparable to a deluxe class toy, as is the size. And we also get like lots of accessories. They're very generous with that too. So for accessories, we've got these guns here. You can put on his shoulders. We also have these that he can wield. They are more for the alt mode. Like they're going to plug into this hole later. All right. And my favorite part, he's got a shield. The shield plugs in right here. I think the shield is really cool, really well done. It's also the only use of pink this entire toy, which I gotta say is pretty cool because usually the way a toy works is that you're gonna have you have a limited amount of paint apps, both the amount of paint and a different kind of paint. And it's cool that Hasbro did go out and try to like secure a different color that you can have, because the rest is all gold, right? Gold and silver all across. So you got like some gold highlights here, which I find really nice. All across this, you got his face here on top. There, that's gold. And you've got highlights of gold around, which I think is very well done. All right, I'm gonna take these pieces out, and we're gonna get into the transformation, which I love. Because like I said, this to me feels like an old school fun Transformer toy where it just goes from one mode to the next and the pieces are just all rearranged. Like the alt mode's all there, you just see it in a different angle after. All right, so to do it, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna rotate the arms like this, And see, right away you can see something that we didn't see before. So on the other side, it's a very efficient way of doing it, but that's the actual cockpit of the alt mode. And we can also flip these pieces down. All right. Now we're going to unplug the back. And we're going to bring this whole part down, like so. All right. Now we're going to flip this up, and we're going to rotate it. And we're going to tab, I'm going to bring side so it's easier. We're going to tab this all together. And there's the front of your spaceship. Like I said, it's very efficient, but also very elegant. That's my favorite part of Transformers, how elegant the designs can be. Now, for the legs, we're going to unhook this part here, like so, on each side. And then we're going to bring the feet, and we're going to fold them in. We'll do it on both sides. All right. Now we're going to take this part, and we are going to flip it like so. There's a peg here. It's going to plug into that hole there. Here. Now, we're noticing it could be easier. We're gonna bring this down, this whole assembly down. That's gonna be easier. And we're gonna flip this up so we have all the clearance that we need. Do the same on the other side. Now, this, you can see at the same time, this can plug in together. So we got that plugged in. Just make sure it's secure. Yeah, okay, good. Good on both sides. All right, and then you could just take this down. Before we plug it in, I'm gonna put in the accessories. So we're gonna put these here. Plug one. Plug this here. And this could go down. We're gonna fold this, and it's secure inside. And there's your alt mode. We're gonna add these as well. These go on the side here. So basically your alt mode's done at this point. Like I said, I really, really love it. It's all the elements of the robot mode are still there, but now seen in a new light. You know, the way, like, just, it's like I said, it's a pure Transformer toy. The way I grew up with them, the way I like them. If you want, you can also add the shield. The shield can plug here if you want. Adds an extra bit of color too. So that's him. That's Sentinel Prime. Now I have no clue if that's how he's gonna look like in the movie, but as a toy, I think it's fantastic, and I do recommend it. The reason why I was doing comparisons to, let's say, this Bumblebee, is because while there is the same amount of articulation, and the height is comparable, is slightly taller than him. He's cheaper. So a Prime Changer is cheaper than a deluxe class figure. So I think you're getting a good value for this toy. Obviously, all considering, people think that toys are too expensive now anyway, so that's fine. If that's what you believe, by all means, I'm not saying anything against that. But if we're comparing this to a Studio Series release, you're getting a better deal here because you're comparatively getting a similar kind of enjoyment out of a toy, and yet you're getting it for cheaper. So that's what I think pretty cool about it. Now, if anybody's curious, if there's parents who want to know how to bring it back to robot mode, I'll do that now. All right, so we're gonna take this out. It'll be a bit faster since you saw how it was done from bot to alt mode, but we'll just do it here just for fun. So I have a complete thing. So like you saw, I flipped up the wings. We're gonna leave some room because now what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate this part here. All right, and we're going to unfold the legs. All right, we're gonna turn them, and we're going to flip out the feet. And we're gonna, these parts here, we're gonna fold them back in, these black parts. All right, so you see he's like halfway done. Now from here, we're gonna untab what we built before, right, the cockpit area, and tabs. And we are going to bring that down here. Now we are going to rotate, that's a better word. Rotate the shoulders like so, bring down the arms, and you can rotate the forearms this way. And then what you're gonna do is there's like the nozzle area. You're going to fold that up. So now he's got his hands exposed. We're going to unclip the back if it's clipped, and we're simply going to press this button to have the head here. And we can tab in these holes into these pegs. And now he's done. And you could position the wings as you wish. And that's Sentinel Prime. And yeah, this is one of my favorite toys of the year so far. Like I said, it takes me back to my childhood when I was just experiencing a toy for itself, not really relating it to any media. And if I had fun then, maybe kids will have fun with this toy now. In any case, I wish you all the very best, guys. Take care.